Welcome or welcome back to the Light Renegades. My name is Star. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone, and thank you so much for those that are in real time for your patience last week. I was in no state to be in front of camera. I was snotty to the high heavens and I just really needed some rest. So I'm grateful to be back into almost full health and to be sharing with you all today. It has been a trying time behind the scenes, everyone. To those that have been feeling it, thank you so much for your consistent effort, and please make sure to look after your physical body and your mental mind and all your vessel and capacities at this time, because we are going through massive recalibrations, massive awakenings. We are reaching higher states of frequency that we have never reached before, and the body is definitely feeling the weight. So if you've been feeling strange sensations or feeling just chronic fatigue, listen to your body, because it's there for a reason and telling you those signs for a reason. But today's message is very much in tandem with the most recent MJ Michael Jackson video that I've shared, so please do watch that video before partaking in this one. I've had a difficult time over the past few weeks, everyone, with regards to disclosure in this space and bringing through these real heavy truths, and we are getting to a space now where we are up to date in terms of where we find ourselves in disclosure and what is happening in real time right now, and battling things head on. There has been a lot that is happening behind the scenes that unfortunately I'm not allowed to speak on. There has been a lot that has been kept from me to be able to share at this time, so please do just trust in the vibrations. And what I want to say is, please do follow me over on Instagram, because I'm sharing a lot over there, and there are some things that I am putting in my Instagram that I'm not allowed to share over here. But if you read between the lines and you see with eyes wide open, you will be able to see what I'm sharing to everyone. So be aware of that. I'm trying to be as towing the line as I can with regards to disclosure and everything else at this time, but there are some things that Teams of Light are allowing me to do to give more information in other spaces. So please follow Instagram. Even if you don't have it, please just download it for my public profile alone, because there is some information that I'm sharing over there which is heavily important for the collective, and if you receive that, I think it's going to really help you change the fabric of your reality too, and in a much more palatable way than some of the disclosure over here, everyone. So I'm going to leave that in the description below. It has been there for some time, but please do follow over there, because I'm sharing over there just as much as I'm sharing over here, and I hope you are picking up what I'm putting down when I say this. But we are getting deep today, everyone. There is a lot that I want to bring forward. There's a lot that the GA wish to bring forward, and we are trying our best, everyone, is what I want to share. We are very much toe to toe with what is happening out there on the mass scale right here, right now. So it's really important that you listen to what you are being told by your teams of light, whether you feel like you hear them or not. You're being given signs every single day. This is why I shared this in the most recent video that we did together with regards to how you receive messages is the best version for you, given where you are in your life path. So please trust in the intuitive nudgings that you are getting. Please trust in the signs. Please stop brushing them off as coincidence, because there is no such thing. And over the past few weeks, the things that I've experienced has just completely solidified everything that I wished and hoped to be the full truth, but we still have that shadow of doubt, I think, somewhere, and there is just no more room for doubt anymore, anyone. We are in times where it's 2:11 on the clock there as well. I feel like that's significant. We are coming into times where it's so important to just trust you, trust how you feel, and to listen to that the first time round, not the second, not the third. It feels like teams are really trying to hunker down in terms of protection for all of us right now. So listen to what you are being told, because it's there for a reason. And this message is going to apply to those that it needs to. But please know I'm here to support you in any ways that I can. Do not hesitate to reach out. I'm here to answer any of your questions, and specifically now, and I've been getting the answers to some questions that I've had for a real long time, everyone. So I promise you, if I'm receiving the answers, that means that the collective are also ready to receive pretty heavy duty answers that some might have been asking for some time. But I'm going to hop right in, everyone. There's a little bit that I need to share as well with regards to this channeling today, but a channeling from a few nights ago with the GA, which is the Galactic Alliance, a fractal of the Galactic Federation that once was, for those that might be here for the first time. Hello, welcome, much love. And the title was For Now, and they started with, "Thank you for witnessing, community. We thought that it'd be important to let our last message marinate. For so many, we know that our words came with such a weight. You weren't ready to face the truth, but it's now time. There is no more room for second guessing. As we touched upon in the last MJ, as we touched upon the last MJ message, your fabric of reality is beginning to crack. There are so many souls hearing, seeing, experiencing, and understanding so much more. This is exactly what so many souls are clamoring. This is exactly why so many souls are clamoring to experience the here. We know that this still doesn't make sense to some. But these times have been spoken about for centuries. It is now time to be living the turning of a new leaf. We are now ready to share so much more with the world. It is time for so many to know the truth and to see it with their own two eyes. As we have spoken about at great length, you control your reality. Never forget this. With the aid of us and so many more, you have the capabilities to shift it all. This is why it is so important to know your truth and your light, and that which you do truly know. And that which you wish to truly experience. They have had control over their narrative for decades, and they being the negative reptilian order. They've had control over the narrative for decades. This is now time to shift and slip that script. We are taking this operation down one timeline at a time, and this soul has been infiltrating. This soul has been infiltrated at the feelings of being held back, actually to realize in the last week exactly what this has all meant. So many of you are the anchor of light and worlds which you cannot see. Your life so much more than you would believe. Some, we keep this a secret until it is time for you to know and see the full truth. Others, they live lives unaware of exactly what they face. They battle each day by a soul's choosing and divine purpose. And there was a lot that came through with that paragraph, and basically what Teams of Light were trying to say is that, I've felt like I've been held back so many times in the space of the Light Renegade space. I was given information, I was given half-truths, I was given only snippets of information, and I wasn't entirely sure why. Yet behind the scenes, I was experiencing so much more than I was able to share with the collective. And Teams of Light was showing me, specifically over the past week, just exactly why I was given only snippets of information, because I was actually hankering, I was hankering to move forward, but I was also anchoring down a lot of vibrations that are here to be in this next paradigm of the future to be, everyone. And Teams of Light were sharing with me that, some souls don't think they are connected to this pathway at all. There are some souls that are watching this and think, I'm not entirely sure why I keep showing up for these videos, because they don't feel like they resonate. But I promise you, if you're here and you are watching, it's because you are part of this vibration too. And there are some souls that have no idea that they are an awakened soul, yet they are living such an awakened life. And so many times on this pathway, there has been, the everyday expressions where that has been so much more than it seemed to be. And something that I feel like I've been hesitating to share with the collective is just that I'm in the complete understanding that the reality that I'm living in this here and now is so much more of a simulation than what is actually truly happening. My dreams are ever more real. The things that I experience on a parallel that are now just laid upon my own reality here has been for the entirety of my life. There has not been a single moment this lifetime where I haven't been awakened and on this path. I just wasn't in awareness of this. However, now looking back, I can see exactly why I was put in certain spaces and places with certain people at certain times, and why this has been such an important and integral expression for the here and now. Yeah, so many energies don't want me to get this information out, everyone. Apologies. I'm really trying my best. So it's going to be important for you to understand where you are in this present given time and exactly what you're experiencing and why. And it's going to be important for you to understand and remember who you are and why you came here. Bear with me, everyone. Because times are changing, times are shifting. And we are coming into spaces where the realities are completely merging. And this is why it's going to be really important for you to know your truth and know your light, because things are going to come and try and sideswipe your reality. This has been happening to me for the entirety of this Light Renegade space, which is why you've seen me come back and forth, have to take a break, because I was just getting completely attacked by other energies, other entities the entirety of this time. So when I've said, apologies, I couldn't be here, it was for that very specific reason alone. And we are in timeline wars, everyone. And this is what we've been doing over here at the Light Renegades. We've been closing down timelines, and I've been able to see these timelines. So I promise you, if you've been here and you've been struggling, you've been doing the most high vibrational work possible. And if you've been here and you've been living your life to the fullest, holding your truth, holding your light, and that light for your family, even if they can't see it, you are doing this work to the highest degree. And I couldn't be more grateful for this collective. And I'm starting to understand exactly why everything seemed to be so closed off behind the scenes, because for us to fully see everything, it's such a paradoxical expression, and it is so mind-melting that you have to be brought into that expression a little bit at a time. And now looking back over the past 5 years, over the entirety of my life, I can see where this multiple reality space was just being slowly drip fed to me, because once you see it fully, You can't unsee it. And that's the space that I'm in. That's the space that I've been in for some time. And it's taken me such a long time to be able to step back into this fragment of reality that so many seem to be in. And I say fragment of reality because it's a construct. And those that are here know and understand this. So remember this, everyone, and believe of your own power and the power that you hold to create your own reality. And this is why it has been completely given to us and, funneled down to us through all around space and time, different religious, strict doctrine too, that it's not okay to see yourself, at the same eyes and the same capabilities of a God, because if we believe that, then we would shift the fabric of their reality that they have given to us. And this is a reality that is so oppressive. I don't need to share too much on that. Most of the souls here know this. But to believe yourself to be the point of creation is to free yourself. And those souls that are here, you're already free. So please stop limiting yourself, because this is a construct of their confinements. So living in fear is a construct of their confinements. Living in doubt is a construct of their confinements. Not believing in yourself is a construct of their confinements. And believe me, I hit these lessons 101 every single day. I have to really have that deep talk with myself of, I can do this. I can do this. I know that I can do this. I'm strong enough to do this. And every single day I'm going to fight for my truth. And some days fighting for my truth is just, surrendering to the absolute degree and just letting my soul lead. And, I use the term fighting loosely because I've really been trying to get out of this habit of fighting life, because that's all that I knew, and to surrender to the energies of, love and consistency in a way that you've never experienced before. You end up fighting yourself, and that's definitely where I've been behind the scenes. Everyone is always fighting myself in these energies that feel good because I just wasn't used to it. I've been fighting to the highest degree, so many different layers of understanding for some time, and to try and step away from that has been difficult, and to really sit in the vibrations of love and acceptance and community and kindness from others has been challenging for me. And I just didn't see that coming. So if you are in that space of your life too, please go easy with self and be gracious with self, because it will take some time for this new normal to be normal. Having said that, everyone, I have been back fighting again in other realms, space and time, perhaps even a lot closer than I've ever experienced before. So it's been a very much a juxtaposition of life where I find myself right now, which is why I had to take some time last week, because I was in the depths of everything all at the exact same time. And I want to say that there are so many beings that are fighting on our behalf, so please don't make it any more difficult for yourself than it needs to be. That's a really important truth to hold in heart right now, and I promise you, by getting up every day and getting through the day is the highest vibration that you can, and giving yourself and your body the nourishment that it needs. Sometimes not doing anything at all is the best thing that you can do. Learn to listen to that surrender, because it's there for divine purpose. And specifically souls that are here right now, because you are working in the multiple spaces that we've been speaking about for some time. I know that some are in awareness of this, but others aren't. So if you are feeling extremely exhausted, it is for a great reason. You're not lazy. There is a lot going on, and you're working in those spaces too. So please do cut yourself some slack and listen to your body, because your body is always giving you the signs that you need to understand. But I'm going to continue. And I'm going to read that paragraph again now that I feel some energies have shifted. As we have spoken upon at length, you control your reality. Never forget this. With the aid of us and so many more, you have the capabilities to shift it all. This is why it is so important to know your truth and your light, and that which you do truly wish to experience. They have had control over the narrative for decades. It is now time to shift and flip that script. We are taking this operation down, timeline at a time. This soul has been infiltrated. This soul has been infuriated. That's why. The soul has been infuriated at the feelings of being held back, but also infiltrated many times. Actually, to realize in the last week exactly what this has meant. So many of you are the anchors of light and your worlds, but you simply could not see this. Your life so much more than they would have you believe, so much more than we would have you believe too. So we keep this a secret until it is time for you to see, and others they live their life unaware of exactly all that they face and battle each day. This by souls choosing, and of course divine purpose. And I don't know why I'm having such a time with that paragraph, so I'm just going to move on. We wish for you all to become and get very clear about what it is you wish to be living in your said realities, remembering that nothing is out of question, and especially now. To dream big is to essentially have is to essentially save the world. Remember that. We are always watching and listening. We love you so much, and we love you so much more than can be put into words. Many of you have been asking for guides to be closer, to know your teams and to see them closer. Your wishes are commands, so keep your eyes peeled. We have shifted dramatically in the most recent weeks. This year has been a year we have had in our calendar of great change for some time, from the beginning of 2025, the start of the new earth. All our love and so much more, dear souls. You shine the brightest. Keep going. Never give up hope or faith or knowing. It is an asset and ally. We love you so much, dear souls. You shine the brightest. Keep going. Never give up hope, faith, and knowing, for it is an asset and a true ally. And apologies, everyone. I feel like there is a method to the madness of why I've had such a trouble with this channeling, and I realized I didn't go back and receive this through again before reading it out for you all, but I'm going to trust the process, and for all of you to know that, you know, sometimes channelings don't come through in a way that is coherent or cohesive. I do have to go back and make sense of some sentences so that it makes sense for us all, and I think perhaps I'm sharing that to give some others some confidence in your channeling abilities too, and to also let others know that, you know, where we are right now is so different to the realms in space and time with those I commune with behind the scenes. And this is why it's been so incredibly difficult for me to have 2 feet in this paradigm and also be as closely connected to other realms, space and time as I am. You know, since my awakening, and it was such a violent awakening that I found it really difficult. I felt completely fragmented. I could feel the fragments of self, and I've been slowly having to pull myself back together and pull all my fragmented selves together to be a whole being here, which has meant a lot of shattering of my ego, a lot of shattering of my consciousness time and time again. And shattering of the consciousness is you know, such a divine tapestry, and it can ruin lives if not done in the right way. So, you know, being held back and being infuriated by that, not infiltrated, but also, yeah, they've been trying to infiltrate me many times in this pathway, which is why I've been having to take a pause. All of us Light Renegades have been having to pause behind the scenes because they do not want this information out there. But I've been able to see exactly what's happening with the Light Renegade space, everyone. And I'm not allowed to share what is truly happening, but I want to tell you all and let you all know that the amount of people that is shown to be seeing these videos is not real and true. There are so many more watching, is what I want to share, and receiving this information in ways that you couldn't possibly imagine. So please know that every minute that you spend sitting with self, you are sharing this with this collective grid and energy of the Light Renegade space. We are all doing this work together. And, you know, behind the scenes, I'm in floods of tears with gratitude for you all, because I would not be able to do this work without you. All of us Light Renegades would not be able to do this work without you. And it's so important, you know, and at the same time, do not hold yourself accountable. You know, so many times I've had to be so serious in this space, but behind the scenes and, you know, out in my other realms and space of time of life, you know, I try not to be as serious, everyone. I'm quite silly, I'm quite giggly, I'm quite goofy. And, you know, I'm grateful that I get to be all of that in that space. So please do not put the weight of the world on your shoulders, because I promise you, living your life in the truth is all you need to do. Holding this truth in your heart is all you need to do. This is existing right now in the spaces of helping the all. As long as you can hold on to your truth and live your life to its fullest capacity, that's all that matters. And that's what Teams of Light were trying to say here. That's why it's so important to be living out that which you want to be your reality, because this is saving the world. Us being the highest vibration and living the life that we have in our dreams is saving humanity. So you don't have to be in your spaces fighting. You know, some of you are, some of you will continue to. I've been trying to step away, but I know my soul's truth that that is just not a true reality for me. You know, I'm as far removed as I can be, but I know as soon as anyone steps forward and says, hey, are you ready? Like, can you come to war? I'm so there, because my soul knows what to do. I know that I can handle it. So please listen to yourself, but know that your soul is always guiding you, and you are so much more than you give yourself credit. So please, please, please celebrate yourself every single day. Do something for yourself that is so good for you, so good for your soul, and specifically your inner child too, specifically those that know that they are working within these war times too, everyone, because the inner child does take a knock at that. But if you would like to discuss that at a deeper capacity, please do not hesitate to reach out. And apologies that this fragmented messages come through, everyone, but I'm trusting the method to the madness. I think there has been something going on that, yeah, I'm being told that I can't share, but there is a method to the madness. There is a lot of information that's been brought through this channeling, so please just do sit to receive, even if my words don't make full sense to you, because this information is going where it needs to, in soul and in activation. But that's all for myself and the GA today. But if you would like to be connected to your teams of light at a deeper capacity, that's exactly what I'm here for. Do not hesitate to reach out. How to contact me is in the description below via email, theawakeningstar@gmail.com. And also I'm over on Instagram as well, so if you can DM me as well if you want to have much more direct contact with me. But that's all for myself and the GA today, and we'll be back real soon. Take care.